Good morning, YouTube. Welcome on a Monday morning to Jay Wilson's. Welcome to the house of Jay Wilson. Hey, Ryder lives. I hope everybody's okay. Was it just a dream? We'll talk about it after the 30. Good morning. Hey, come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Welcome Monday morning. Ooh, the dust have settled. Was it just a dream? Was it just a dream? Y'all come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Lord, was it just a dream? Um, mm-mm-mm. Come on in, come on in, come on in. I'll wait for you. We're going to leave the lights on for you. That's Motel 6. We'll leave the lights on for you. My God. What's up, ancient architect? Oh, God, I can't read that script. That script, that script is scripting. But y'all come on in. Anyway, you all, it's Monday morning, and hopefully everything is okay. Um, there was a lot going on yesterday. Now, I'm going to say this. I was talking about how Joby and just read my books situation has eclipsed all the other content creators. Let me quickly, baby. All it takes is in the right situation, and girl, anything we do is irrelevant. Unfortunately, it had to be an eviction, and it was sad. Um, you know, it's not. It can seem funny, but deep under the surface, what happened yesterday is really not funny. Something is wrong where your own family members don't want to deal with you. Something is wrong when you go to a funeral and you talking about your family members like a dog to people you don't know. Something is wrong about that. And I don't know why Just Read My Book invited Joby. Maybe she really liked Joby and wanted Joby to take care of her. And maybe she wanted to have access to a content creator. I don't know. I don't know what the reason was. But getting all the information now, it's really sad on a lot of levels. I think there were miscommunications of what Joby's expectations were as a home health aide, if she was really that, because we didn't see any certificate or license. We're only going on what she's saying, and you know that can be spotty at best. We really haven't heard from Just Read My Book to give her take on what was really going on. You know, we are hearing Joby's side, but there are three sides to the story. Joby's side, Just Read My Book side, and the truth is somewhere in between. And I just think that we need to hear from her, and we may not hear from her. That's the thing. We may not hear from her. She may not. She may not want to talk to anyone, and that's fair. It's her right, right? But I think that a lot of stuff can be cleared up with this. People were asking questions. How can you be a home health aide with a felony? Well, we don't know if Joby's been cleared. We don't know if she used somebody's name. We don't know how that stuff happened. We don't know if there was double dipping. A lot of people are saying fraud, fraud, fraud. We don't know. But I can tell you this. If Joby was a home health aide and she up there telling that woman business like that, she could have violated HIPAA laws. I think it was absolutely despicable how she talked about that woman, and you staying with that woman. And let me say this, Joby, if it was that bad, you should have went to your relatives. If it was that bad, you could have gone somewhere else. You stayed there for 4 months. You stayed there for 4 months and then refused to leave because the lady owed you $900 that you paid over a 4-month period. And I just think it's very hypocritical of you when you kept those people's money for dough vacation. You never gave those people the money back for dough vacation. So when are those people gonna get their money back? And to me, you all, it just shows Joby's character. She may have been legally right, but ethically, she was all wrong. She was all wrong. She stayed in that house to really rile that lady up. That lady was getting angrier and angrier as Joby stayed there. So you saw that situation happening, and Joby talking about something, you want me, you want me. And I don't think Joby meant you want me as you sexually want me. I think she meant, do you want to tussle with me? Do you want to fight with me? And so we saw that. We saw Joby lie on that lady to say that that lady assaulted her, which she just said the lady never touched her. I mean, it's a lot. I'm sure just read the book had a lot to do with this, but the book was cussing folk out. Now, just read my book. You were mad at the wrong people. You should have been mad at yourself, because whether you were trying to help Joby or get Joby a job or whatever you was trying to do, that woman stayed in your house for 30 days. Whether she paid a cent of rent or not, she stayed in there for 30 days. And Joby knew that. And Joby gooped you. Also, I saw a lot when Joby, I knew it, y'all. I'm telling you, when Joby was locked outside, when she was locked out, I knew the begging bonanza would begin. And we didn't see Joby's cash app. And I'm not saying that Joby was lying, but Joby could have been lying. See, again, with Joby's reputation, you can never trust Joby, because Joby lies about stuff to fleece the people. And I'm just going off of what we've seen in these YouTube streets. These people are not to be trusted. And as Hutchinson said it, she said that Joby does not talk like Joby. She said Joby does not talk like Joby when she on that phone. It's like she's a whole nother person. Yeah, let me tell you something. QB did an excellent interview. QB was messy. He was asking them messy questions, and Joby couldn't answer. Let me tell you something. I knew Joby was lying when she didn't know that lady address. You done been there for 4 months, and you didn't know the address? Girl, I mean, it's the line for me. It's the line for me. And what else really bothered me was the content creators who were using Joby for clout. Now, people can say they weren't using Joby for clout. Let me say this. It was a story, and we were going to cover it. If you didn't cover this story, that's your business. But for the folk who make a little coin off of AdSense, baby, I was covering this. This was like World News Tonight with Peter Jennings David Muir, okay, to me, baby, it was world news tonight. So if you didn't cover it, that's your mama. That's you and your mama. I don't have nothing to do with it. But I was covering this. But one thing I wasn't doing is clicking on no links over there. And nobody ain't jealous. Some links you don't click on, some links you do click on. That was one link I didn't want to click on. When I saw what happened between Ness and Uppity Negro Goddess, I'm like, You had Kimmy, you had Deanna Irving, you had Rodney, and all we heard was Deanna Irving and Uppity fighting back and forth. I wanted to hear what Deanna Irving had to say. I wanted to hear what Kimmy had to say. No, we couldn't do that because somebody wanted to suck the air out of the room. And like Sean Bradley said, there are always some people who come into the room and change the whole dynamic of the room. And it's a spirit. It's a spirit, Sean. It's a spirit. It's a spirit. It's a death spirit. They know how to kill your platform. Nobody ain't come up to see you. It was all about Joby and just read my book. And the whole thing became Uppity Negro Goddess and Ness. And let me say this, I wasn't hating Ness because she was singing, but nobody didn't want to hear no song at that time. People was more engaged. Baby, it was the wrong time. It was not the season. It was not the season. Okay? It was time for prayer, and you trying to do praise and worship. Not the time, boo. Not the time. And then got the audacity to get up there and talk about somebody was hate. Girl, no hate. No hate. It wasn't the right time. And let me say this. I clicked right on off and did something else. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. QB did do a good interview. I'm going to give honor what honor is due. He did a good interview. But she going to get up there and so I left. So that was one. Child in that Ronnie Q, that barbecue, a dead foot that the people called him, and CPAP got up there. CPAP trying to be a comedian. CPAP is like a failed stand-up comedian. CPAP is them comedians you see at open mic night trying to make it. I was like, get him off. You ain't funny. And again, you can take a dig at me, but I'm not trying to get money from an old lady to go fix my car. Okay? My money ain't slow. Okay? So again, I tell you what, Joby couldn't stay with you because she wouldn't be able to get picked up because your car always in the shop. Moving right along. And so, baby, they making jokes at Joby expense. It was Barbecue, aka Deadfoot, who was asking the people to see Joby's Cash App because she was painting the picture that Joby wasn't to be trusted. Even said that Joby need to drive to the hotel so they could see it. Then said Joby need to go to a place that was cheaper. I mean, it was like, are you serious? The only thing Ronnie Q said that was made sense was you need to leave that place because it's a volatile situation. But that other foolishness, it wasn't a time to be joking. I believe that lady wanted to whop Joby upside her head. And then the content creators who were encouraging her to stay in a volatile situation like that, child, I mean, you really learn something. Now, don't get me wrong. I was reporting it and I was telling it. But one thing I said was, Joby, you need to leave that lady house. Even after finding out what happened, Joby still need to leave that lady house. That lady was belligerent. And let me tell you why Joby was not going to be able to stay at that house. She done told all that lady business. She done violated that lady's privacy. Somebody said you can tell Joby been through some hard stuff in her life. You can tell. Girl, Girl, she looked like Miss Silly sitting over there, easy like Sunday morning. That lady was cussing her to the heavens. And Joby act like nothing wasn't happening, girl. Joby was just sitting there, drank her water. I'm like, what is this? This lady don't understand. This lady is screaming at the top of her lungs. Child, Joby didn't care. Joby sat there and talked to them police. She was being messy, but Joby sat right there and talked to them police. And let me say this again. I agree with Deanna Irvin when she said that that was that lady's house. Legally, Joby had every right to sit her butt there. Ethically, she was wrong. And to me, it looked like a whole setup. It looked like Joby, when she was squatting, I'm like, oh my God, she just said squatting, sitting right here. Child, Joby's not dumb as she think, y'all think. And this is why I was side-eyeing folk giving that woman some money. Misunderstood girl. See, y'all heart is too soft. Y'all heart is too soft, child. When people have shown you time after time after time who they are, let me say this, you all, and I'm gonna say it again, and I'm gonna say it until Jesus comes. That Jobycation situation was the biggest mess. And I'm saying this for a reason. Joby knew she was not having Jobycation. Joby knew that she didn't have money to pull that off. Joby was collecting money. Joby did not return those people's money. That was a whole fraud. The saddest part about it, I advocated people to help Joby to stay in her house. And she still didn't do right. And then she battened down and got brazen about the whole situation. That was my honey. I was like, I'm like, look, baby, this old school scam here. No, that lady was pissed off. She didn't sound drunk to me. Brother Jay, we only heard about cat pee. We want to hear about when this breakdown. Child, I want to hear it. You know somebody gonna let me know when Just Read My Book come on, because I want to hear it. Somebody said, Joby don't care about anybody or anything. I can't stand a user like her. Joby knew exactly what she was doing. She told the officer she was a squatter. Joby been through this before. I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. And she get real upset when people start talking about that ex-husband and how that ex-husband met his demise. And Joby gets really in her spirit. But Joby, girl, I don't put nothing past you. Just read my book. You better get your cats checked, because they could be eating some cat food that ain't good, knowing Joby. Child, I don't know how Just Read My Book went to sleep at night. And I'm going to tell you this. Whenever your daughter, and can I say something, Joby, how you going to talk about somebody fighting their children? It's the boldness for me. It's the boldness for me. How you going to talk about somebody fighting their children, Joby, and you went to jail because you admitted to assaulting your own flesh and blood, and then you sitting up there fighting your own son, girl, and then you want to talk about that lady and her daughter? Did you not forget why you went to jail, Joby? You remember when your son had you all riled up? Child, it's the boldness for me. Child, Connecticut is even more expensive than Miami. Them taxes would have ate her up in Connecticut. It's the boldness. She had the nerve to sit there and talk about that lady and her family and all of that stuff, knowing good and goddamn well that she went to jail under her own admission for laying hands on her daughter and then fighting her son. I don't feel sorry for Joby at all. Joby done told so many lies on people. Joby done did XYZ to people. And y'all, I really don't hate Joby. I think Joby is a funny person. But Joby lies. And Joby is devious. And she tried to act like, I mean, she tried to get that lady thrown in jail. And I was looking like, that lady did not assault you, sis. She said, I don't know why she thought she could run that lady house either. And it seems to me that Joby, y'all, I'm not trying to be funny, but Joby didn't want to work. Because I was asking myself, why is she talking about her back and she old and she 56 and all of this stuff? Child, because Joby had got certified allegedly, according to her, as a home health aide, but didn't want to be a home health aide, didn't want to do no light cleanup. Now, Joby, when you moved in that lady house, I ain't see no cat pee, I ain't see no doo-doo. Now, all of a sudden, y'all done fell out, and magically, we got cat pee, we done got doo-doo. But didn't you say the dog had peed and doo-dooed at your old apartment? It seemed like whenever you get evicted, doo-doo and pee-pee comes up. And girl, when QB asked her that question about what did you learn, QB was up there chuckling in the background. And then you thought Joby was going to say, well, I learned this. Joby said to bring her own toilet tissue. I almost threw my shoe at my phone. I'm like, is this heifer on toilet tissue again? Joby, you got a very, very relationship with toilet tissue. I do not know what happened to you when you was young, but girl, you and that toilet tissue, honey, you need to go see a therapist. Because I ain't never seen nobody so fixated on toilet tissue. I was like, did this woman just start talking about toilet tissue? Girl. Ah! She got tissue issues. Okay. Y'all, I looked at that. I'm like, QB, I said, I know this lady ain't talking about toilet tissue. I know she didn't bring this back to toilet tissue. Now, I'm like, Jesus, be some Charmin. Because I'm like, this lady done brought this whole thing back to toilet tissue. Child, Joby is a toilet tissue snob. I ain't seen nobody who was a constant. She act like she went to the University of Toilet Tissueology. Okay, she act like she's a toilet tissueologist over there. I'm like, this heifer is talking about toilet tissue again. I mean, she act like she got a PhD in fibers. Let me find out you work for Georgia Pacific. Okay. A toilet tissue snob. And why you, girl, look, and either, Lord Jesus, Do you have issues with your stuff? Because it seems like your stuff is always bumping up or something. Seems like your stuff is extra sensitive. What's going on? What's going on down there? So Justin said upper echelon toiletician. Okay. Girl, I'm like, this woman talking about toiletician again. Ugh. Like I said, I wasn't gonna lie about talking about this because you know I was gonna talk about this. But one thing I was not going to do is click that link. After I seen that mess with Ness and uppity guy, whole mess, they made that whole thing about them. And again, it's about snatching attention. Kiki girl, nobody ain't even paying no attention to you and that man. I don't even know. Last time I checked, y'all was in New York. I don't even know where y'all at now. Honey, Joby done clipped that. Thank you, Joby, because I was tired of looking at them tired shirts. I was tired of looking at Deacon, okay, and the mother's board over there. I was tired. Thank you, Joby, and just read my book because we was tired. We really wanted something worthy to talk about, and this is much worthier than somebody going on a see me date. Trying to make Tracy them look bad. And the sad part about it is people were clamoring to see Tracy for whatever reason. Child, y'all need to know when again, y'all doing this whirlwind tour, going to state to state to state. Y'all done went to 17 states and nobody ain't even paying no attention to y'all. And don't came to whop y'all out. And baby, they said that she done even messed up that VS interview. Child, Joby them came in and beat the people at the ratings. I'm like, you better go on, Joby. And let me tell you something. Y'all know Joby is eating this up. Child, Joby's going to have her first month rent, her second month rent, her security deposit, and some food for the refrigerator. Because Joby is feeding the kids. Octavius, I don't even know what's going on with Kiki and that man. It's giving me nursing home. It's giving me nursing home tease. I'm like, ain't nobody got time for that. It's very boring. It's giving very much old people. I don't have time for that. I don't care what Kiki them do, to be honest. I don't really care. I don't even really care what they're doing right now. Child, I ain't mad at Joby. I would eat it up too. Child, I ain't even look. Let's move on. I don't even care about what Octavius and that lady doing. Child, I really don't care. I ain't lying, y'all. I really don't care. I really don't care what they doing. I'm so tired of them, and nobody ain't even checking for them no more. Girl, the first 2 days is all they getting. Oh shoot. The first 2 days is all they getting from me. I can't give them no more. I can't give them no more. I can't give them no more. The T was how Octavius looked. That was the T. How Octavius looked. That was the talk. And after we got over that, it was done. Nobody don't care about that. Okay, nobody don't care about nothing. Nothing else matters now. Yeah, they dragged it out too long. I mean, they should be planning for the reception and the wedding by right now. Because they've been with each other long enough to get married. I'm like, give it a rest already. Talking about Octavius is handsome. No, child, he look like Lurch on Addams Family. He is giving me very much Black Lurch over there. I'm like, okay, And handsome is in the eye of the beholder. And I see it and I behold it, and it ain't handsome to me. Now, what's handsome to her may not be handsome to me, but it is giving me black lurch over there. And I don't got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Looking like the new cast of Addams Family. Child, I don't got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Yeah, Joby left last night. Now, people said she had $350 worth of cash. And then some people said she had $1,500 worth of cash out. I don't care because it ain't none of my money. I ain't giving. I didn't give to that offering. Child, I left that offering right there. I just put my hands on the pan and prayed and kept moving. I couldn't do it. Child, he looked like the Black Lurch. That big old forehead and them droopy eyes and that big old square jawline. Child. And then she talking about some folks jealous. Girl, you better go ahead and check your blood pressure and your diabetes because something wrong with your eyes. And they showed a picture of Octavius, the one he been using on the filters and stuff, the one he been using for his avatar. And child, child look like he in lawn maintenance and he doing landscaping. Child, moving right along. Yeah, child, don't say, look, Perkhead Joby. Joby said that she had an unfurnished apartment in Georgia. Joby be lying so much. She got apartments everywhere, and she be forgetting where she have apartments. Joby said she had an unfurnished apartment in Georgia. This is when she was talking about her family so bad. Child, Joby's not to be trusted. And if she does it to her family, if she does it to just read my book, she'll do it to you. She sat there and told all that lady's business. All that lady's business. Told us that lady was 500 to 600 pounds. Told us that lady drank. Told us that lady have COPD. Told us that the cat peeing everywhere. Told us that she gotta have a panty liner on because she wet. I don't know what kind of wetness it is. Okay, I don't know what kind of wetness it is, girl. I don't know if it's sweat. I don't know, but I don't know. But she said it was wet. She said it was a lot of WAP going on. I said, Lord Jesus. But she ain't had no business telling that lady business like that. Child, she said it was 2 weeks and stuff. And then when y'all look, I done lived in apartments before. You don't do no walkthrough. She had like she just bought a whole condo. Girl, if the paint is painting and you go in there and everything look all right, you sign the contract. I don't even believe Joby got a contract. But we gonna see in 2 weeks. Because if Joby at the Greyhound bus station, we know Joby was lying. If she's staying at another content creator's house, we know you was lying. Because you done lied before. And be forgetting where she done live. I'm so it's the line for me too. But honey, I'm gonna let these line watch. I sure am. No senior. No, Joby can't live in no senior citizen apartment because she be selling people pills. and causing all hell, be running scams and getting people money. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think, baby, Joby too slick for senior citizens. Baby, she'll have people signing their whole houses and stuff away to her. Good. I wouldn't trust Joby as a home health aide because, baby, Joby be taking people houses and stuff. Joby be driving in people's cars and stuff. And the next thing you know, it'll be a forged signature somewhere giving Joby all of the money in the house and stuff. Because Joby seems like she's the type of person who will do that. Joby can go right to the Salvation Army or the and stay in the women's shelter. They will give her a couple of weeks to get it together. It's a lot of housing places. Y'all, it's a lot of housing places. Baby, if you homeless, it's because you want to be homeless. There's too many places out there, for women and stuff and shelter. Somebody said in this situation, I kind of believe it's some truth mixed in there somewhere. I believe it. Okay, exactly, Char. I wouldn't trust Joby with a cup of water. She would put something in it. Child. Jay Wilson, y'all be talking about Joby too bad. Joby done talked about everybody. Joby done said things about everybody. Joby done lied on folk. Joby done took people's money. We sat right here and watched Jobycation play out in front of our eyes. And then want to blame Shelley and Vivian and myself for sabotaging her event. Now you see what she really about. And I'm glad this came up so people can really see what Joby is about. Joby didn't set that woman up. Now that woman might have some intentions, but honey, Joby got you right back. Because see, you can't scam a scammer. The people just, it's just so much going on in these YouTube streets. Jobycation showing her colors. This only solidifies and reinforces my thoughts about Joby. It really does. Joby was gonna sit right there and irritate the hell out of that woman. And a lot of that was for the drama. Joby was doing that for the ratings. That woman was yelling, cut the camera off. And Joby continued to cut them cameras on. You know why? Because Joby wanted people to watch. And the odds were right there. Now, Joby know how to capitalize on a whole debacle. And that's exactly what Joby did. She capitalized on this mess. Joby capitalized on this mess. Joby knew exactly what she was doing. She capitalized on this mess. She capitalized, and amen, she capitalized on it. She was poking at that woman. And again, y'all, let me tell y'all, the rumor out there, it is alleged that Joby was actually taping, but showing people that lady's house. And that lady got mad. That lady got mad because Joby was doing some backhanded stuff, showing people that house. And that's what I heard. And I want to hear that. Child, we forgot that hurricane, didn't we? Didn't we? Wasn't it Joby who said that the water was up to her door? Child, the storm was still in Cuba. And Joby up there talking about something, she getting flooded. And folk was like, she lying. I mean, ooh, y'all, it's the line for me. Okay, it was the line for me. She said they was putting towels by the doors because, child, it's the line for me. Child, these folk know they can lie. It's the line for me, y'all. It's just that line for me. Let me say this. I want to thank everybody who sent a cash app. I really appreciate y'all. Now, I don't beg for cash apps because I really depend on my commercials. But I thank y'all for that cash app. Thank y'all for being a blessing. Child, we don't know where that car is. We don't know. We don't know where the car is. That's another thing. All that transmission money, and you don't have no car. All that transmission money rather. Child, she going back for them fans. She going back for them fans. Child, look, see, Joby ain't dumb. She could have took them fans with her, child. Joby done bought all them fans. But this is the thing. How you ain't had no money, but yet you buying fans? Child. Somebody said you thought she got a new one. Y'all, let me go. Let me go. Thank y'all for riding with me. Child, you know I'm going to be on these YouTube streets, keeping my eyes open. Because, honey, it's too much line going on. Child, these Florida people doing the most. Ooh, these Sunshine State people doing the most. Child, baby, this came at the right time. Because I said, Lord Jesus, if Kiki put another picture of her and Lurch on here, I'm going to throw up. And child, God answers prayer. God answers prayer. Justin, we have not, we discussed Loretta Jones last night. St. James broke that story about Loretta James being sucker punched in church and it knocked the unconscious. More to come on that. More to come on that. But right now, Joby is the forefront. So anyway, y'all, I'm out. Y'all have a good one. Peace and love.